sad story I got here for you. Johnny went to the prom by himself, and you lost another $10,000. I'm going to tie those together for you. So Johnny, he's a junior in high school. He hears that Mary likes him, right? Words getting around. Hey, Mary likes you. Hey, Mary's waiting for you to ask her to the prom. Johnny, good looking guy, a little bit cocky. He's thinking, yeah, Mary's okay. I like her. She's good looking, et cetera. There's a spark there, but there might be somebody better. He wants to keep his eyes open. He wants to look around a little bit. He wants to talk to a few more girls because he wants to see if there's anybody else that, might want to go to the dance with him. So he's got the FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. So he does not approach Mary. Mary looks at him every day. Sees him in class. She's got the hopeful look in her eye. Johnny doesn't make a move. Mary thinks, well, I guess he doesn't like me, so she doesn't make a move either. Then Johnny waits till the last minute and tries to talk to a couple of other girls that he's interested in that he thinks are better. Guess what? They already have a date. Too late. Now it's the day before the prom. He's scrambling, nervous. All of his buddies, they all have their dates lined up. They got their limo rented. They're like, hey man, what do you have your date? Like this is what time we're going to dinner, etc. Johnny doesn't get a date. He's left out in the cold. He doesn't get to ride in the limo with his buddies because everybody has a date. He has to go to the prom by himself. He sees everybody there with their dates. He's kind of standing around looking silly. Johnny waited too late. Johnny did not move fast enough and make a decision. And he was left out in the cold. Now, how does that tie to the $10,000 that you just lost? Well, if you're a hiring manager, here's how this works. I know the average cost per hire in the US, like if you Google it or whatever, I think it says $4,000 or $5,000. I think it's more than that. I think if you really add up all of the labor minutes and time and phone calls and travel and recruiter expense and lost productivity, etc. If you get a great candidate that's gone all the way through your hiring process, everybody has decided that they liked the candidate, Mary. But now Mary leaves the office after having visited the office for the third time and meeting 32 people and taking 5 tests and, being through 800 interviews. Mary leaves the office for the last time and everybody's like, man, she's going to be great. Boy, yeah, we all like her. But, you got this red tape bullshit that you got to do. You got to wait for so-and-so to approve it. This person also has to look at it, but they're on vacation. And you got to you got to go over and talk to finance because, it's slightly over the budget by $128 a year. You're waiting on all these people. You're waiting on your committee to get everything signed off on. Another 2 weeks goes by. Finally, you get all of your approvals, right? You've spent all this time. You flew Mary in, all the expenses. You did all this work. You call her up and, Mary, we're ready to offer you the job. And Mary's like, well, yeah, I'm taking a job with ABC company because they made me an offer last week. Boom. You just lost all of that time and money on somebody that you wanted to hire because you couldn't make a decision. And you have a slow, red tape, bureaucratic process. I'm recording this on October 6th, 2021. If you are in an organization that moves slow with decision-making on hiring, you will go to the prom by yourself. And By the way, not only will you be at the prom by yourself, standing there looking silly, but you'll also be $10,000 lighter because that's probably how much money you wasted on the whole process. Recruiting fees, I mean, you name it, right? The exact amount of money can be debated. I don't want this episode to be people trying to dissect the exact math. The point is you are wasting a shit ton of time and money if your organization cannot move fast enough with decisions. And by the way, committee hiring is also not a good idea most of the time. You're trying to get like 10 people in the office to all agree to hire somebody is almost impossible. I mean, human nature it just doesn't allow for that many people to all love the same person. It just doesn't work that way. Okay, somebody in the group's not going to like Mary for whatever reason because Mary wear blue that day and they don't like the color blue, or Mary went to CSU instead of CU, and you know they like CU better or whatever. So stop waiting for the entire committee to decide anyway. That's really another episode, different topic. Sorry, didn't mean to get off on a sidetrack there, but the point is, don't go to the prom by yourself. If you do not move fast enough in this market, you are burning time and money. If you get somebody in front of you as the hiring manager that you know is the right candidate, move quickly. Talk to the people in your organization to get the decision made and get them the offer as fast as possible. And there is your Riderflex tip of the day.